Right, here we go. Welcome back. Time to Talk Tools, episode 70. Now, this is interesting tools that I've used for many, many years. They are very specialist. They're from a company called Metalcraft. Okay, metal-craft.co.uk is their website. Scroll formers. Now, I make a bunch of stuff. I make some fire guards and things like this, right? And I use a lot of their tools, Metalcraft tools. I will show you some other ones of theirs in another video, but this one is just about the scroll formers. So here is their basic scroll former. Okay, so if you're just doing a small scroll on the end, you would typically put your metal in there, and then you would bend it around, and it would eventually form a scroll. Okay, if you want a slightly bigger scroll, you put this in here, and you would have that in there, like set in there, and then it would go around inside there and around the outside of it. You'd put this in. Once you got to that point, you put this on, and then you go around a bigger radius. Okay, that's pretty cool. But what you got to bear in mind is if you've got a long piece of metal, you've got to have room all the way around it for a long piece of metal. So I have this one. So I have it mounted on a block of wood, which I put in a big vise. And this one, you feed the metal in. Okay, so you feed the metal in there, you lock it in, and then you actually lock it in place with this open. This part will be open like that. Okay, and then you put the piece of metal in there, and then you feed it, and as this, let me show you, as this turns, you get the it forms the scroll, and you can mark it where you want to stop and stuff like that. They're actually really cool. I've used it. I've made so many things like it from these. Plant pot hangers, brackets, fire guards, loads of stuff with this scrolling equipment, even fresh parts for a gate. I've got other tools from there, folders and presses and stuff like that, which I will show you in another video. But in order to show you, I need my son here as the cameraman. So I'm going to wait on that. But Metalcraft, that's what they are. That's their website and stuff. Take a look. They've got some really funky stuff. It's not cheap, but it is good. I'll see you on the next one.